Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Daily Watches video. Let's quickly dive into the Euro US dollar to see what could happen this week. First of all, we got an extent of that bullish up move. So as I already laid out, we got a daily demand currently in play. And on the 4-hour, we are breaking this trend line, which basically means that the Euro dollar is back in its bullish move. So I'm expecting highs, newer highs for Euro US dollar. Now, for the Euro US dollar, we do have this trend line in here, which has been broken right now, which means that we created a new demand zone in here and in here. So once price retraces back to those demand zones, we can look for some longs to scale further in this bullish up move. Now, if we go to the DXY real quick, similar scenario, but currently it is turning bearish. Like what I expected is this high being taken out first. That didn't really happen. Currently it is just in a continuation of that downtrend. So most likely scenario now for the DXY is that it's going to visit lower in this demand zone and maybe eventually just take it out, since this whole structure is still bearish. So that's mainly what I am watching right now for the DXY and the Euro US dollar. Let's hop over to the GBPUSD real quick. Similar scenario, currently in a bullish uptrend. We're probably going to take out the highs and this zone on the 4-hour. It's in this bullish shift, and we are also creating a demand zone below in here. Now we have a lower one in there, but most likely price will either way don't retrace back to the demand zone or retrace back to this one. So this could be a nice area of interest for us to take an entry. So let's quickly go to the daily time frame. Now daily time frame is still bullish. Trend line is located all the way below in there, so overall it still looks good. We had the supply up here and we have higher supply all the way up there. So we had this old demand zone in there that was broken with this supply zone. So keep an eye on the supply zone a little bit higher than the one is in right now. So let's quickly remove it, and we can see that price can take out the highs, go back inside of supply, and maybe we can see a drop from there. But probably we're just gonna take out the highs first. Now going over to AUDUSD, what we see, similar scenario again. We got this demand zone in here. We missed the 0.5 level in this range. For now on the daily, it is still in a bullish switch. Basically, we have this higher supply all the way up there. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can also see price create a new demand zone, made a retest, and yeah, currently it's in that bullish uptrend. Maybe we're gonna see another retest back into demand, but if the DXY starts dropping, then AUDUSD is also most likely to start gaining. Currently we're a little bit mid-range in here, so yeah, we already took out the high in here. Maybe we're gonna move up a little bit further and get like another pullback from there. Now, besides that, on AUDUSD, not really a lot. Yeah, just a bullish up move. Not really any significant supply zones up there. Mainly all the way up there. So if it is going to continue this trend, we're probably gonna see a retest on the 4-hour and making another strong rally. Now, let's go over the NZDUSD real quick. What we see is the price was on this daily trend line in there. Now, on the 4-hour, what we see is that we have this supply, basically this daily supply. It is not yet active since we didn't break below this trend line, like I said in the previous video. So for now, we could easily just break this trend line. So this one over here, currently price is at this 4-hour trend line. So let's make it a little bit clean for you guys. This daily supply is not active right now. So what we see, what could happen is that this trend line is being broken, and we are going to create another demand zone in here, from which we could take some longs to ride it back to the upside, especially if the DXY is bearish and NZDUSD is also likely to move further to the upside. Now, going over to gold, new all-time high, not really a lot. Currently we are in a demand zone on the 4-hour, and we have a switch zone below in there. Besides that, on the 4 hours, not really a lot. I'm gonna go over the 15-minute in a little bit. Now daily time frame, similar zone in here with the switch zone in there. So on a 15-minute, now what we can see, basically price is breaking, was breaking these lows. Now we had a small change of character in here, a supply zone. Price retested that zone for quite a few times. So the more times price retests such a zone, the weaker it gets. For now, we don't really have a strong demand zone yet. But I will be keeping an eye on this supply zone all the way up there, and yeah, we can keep an eye on this one in here. It's not really a change of character or anything happening right now, so not really anything I would trade from directly. But maybe if we're gonna make a pullback in here and move further to the upside, we can catch like this further move back to the upside. And of course, if the DXY is bearish, then gold will also be likely to start running up to make like a further run, new all-time high, things like that. So that's mainly what I will be watching. Weak highs and the gold pair can move further to the upside. Now on the Bitcoin, we moved a little bit further up from our daily supply zone we laid out last time. Now we broke a little bit. We didn't really touch the 0.75. So let's quickly make it correct. So 0.75 is still up there. Now we have this overall zone. It's not really a strong one, but still we have this zone in here, and currently price is just in this ranging structure. So what I would like to see from price is moving back below the 0.5, making a retest and moving further back to the downside. Now if we get another leg up, basically maybe because the DXY drops or price just taking out the highs, then we might create another switch on, price retesting it, moving back to the highs, moving back to these supply zones. And I don't really want to trade Bitcoin a lot right now because it's just range trading, and yeah, it can go back to the upper range, can go back to the low range. I really hope that price can break down eventually, break lower to the weekly with the monthly zones below in here, like 45, maybe 50k, at least move back there. But if not, let's just see level to level. If price wants to break up, that's also fine. We can catch another leg back to the upside. If it's going to break down, we have some short waiting for us, and to ride it back to the downside to catch some mainly just investment longs below in there. So that's it for today, and I wish you guys a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.